Is the Sony FE50mm F2.8 macro lens any good? Yes or no? Let's find out in this video. What is going on, guys? Gary Yaman here, back at it again with a new review video. For the people new to the channel, my name is Gary. I am a photographer based out of Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and I like to share my experiences with photography gear and photography business. Alright, so let's talk about this lens. Let's talk about first about the build quality of this lens. It is a nice compact lens, and I think it's made from plastic, not sure. It doesn't have any weather sealing whatsoever, so keep that in mind if you are in rainy conditions. What I like about this lens is that it has these autofocus manual focus switch, the little customizable button, and the switch here with the focal range. So it feels good in the hand, light and compact. This lens is specially made for macro photography. So macro photography is all about making small things appear bigger on screen or on the photo. That is something that I don't do quite often. I am not a macro photographer, and to be quite honest, I'm not really into that. But then still, from some time to time, you have to break your routine a little bit, and I think that macro photography might help you out with your little routine. For instance, what I do portraits and weddings, and from time to time I like to do something else, you know. So in this case, macro photography, it is really new to me. Not sure what to expect, so I went out and Googled a little bit, but the first thing that I've stumbled across was only insects, really. And I'm not really into insects. I don't really like insects, you know. I don't really like bugs. So I came across some images that I can use as an inspiration and try to replicate them. So it was a human eye, it was some flowers and some water droplets. And then I also thought to myself, you know, let's use my creativity and do something else as well. So here's a little video that I've done. Here's a little bit of the shots and a little bit of video, all combined in a separate thing so that you can see what this lens is capable of. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Alright, welcome back again. What do you think about the shots? Let me know in the comment section down below. I think the images are looking quite decent, they are good. But still, what I really didn't like about this lens is how it performed. In this case, the lens itself, the autofocus is very slow, and it makes really quite some noise. So that's not something that I really liked. And furthermore, I'm not sure about those macro photography things. I'm not a macro photographer, as I said in the beginning of this video. To be strictly honest, it's not a thing for me. But if you are interested in macro photography, if you are willing to invest into macro photography, so you might want to consider this lens into your macro photography career. What I really like is that it's compact, lightweight. You can just put it in your bag and just leave it there and take it out whenever you need it. So it doesn't fill your bag at all. And the price is also quite decent. It's around 500 bucks or so. So not a very high price item, also not a very budget price again. What I like, image quality, build quality. What I didn't like is the autofocus. So keep that in mind. But then again, with macro photography, I don't think you really need a lot of time or a fast autofocus. It would be nice though. I'm not sure if all macro lenses are having this issue. The things that you can do with this one, with this lens, is very limited. It's not a very versatile lens. So with that in mind, I wouldn't recommend this for someone that likes to do a lot of versatile things. But if you are interested into macro photography and like to make small things look bigger than they are, make them appear bigger, then this might be something that you want to consider. Keep in mind there are also a lot of alternatives, there are alternatives such as the one from Sony itself, the 50mm F2.8 macro lens, which is also double its price of this one, maybe even more, but that has a lot of good reviews, what I've seen on the internet. And then there's also the one from Sigma, a 70mm f2.8, which is also a very sharp lens, what I've read so far, and the price is almost similar as this one. So you might want to consider that if you are into macro photography. But if you are like me and you are not into macro photography, then just leave that aside. Don't do macro photography at all. Alright, that's all. Thank you again for watching. Subscribe if not already, I would appreciate that. Like the video, comment down below, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Good luck.